acting CJ, do you have a problem with criticism?
No, I don't.
Do you find a word house nigger an insult?
I consider it an insult.
It can be because in the historical academic category, this word is used by blacks criticizing other blacks. Malcolm X uses this word. Steve Biko uses this word when he describes 9 whites. Malcolm X says the house niggers actually wants to go and stay in a place like Saldanha and be the only one who says, I'm the only black here, because he loves his white so much. Biko says house niggers are black people who want to be white, who loves their white and want to destroy everyone who dares to destroy white supremacy. It can even be an academic criticism. And that's how she characterizes the black African judges who are sitting there, that they can go all out to destroy those who seek to destroy white supremacy with an intention to impress. It's an engagement which has not started now.
Well, I find, even when you explain it like that, Commissioner Malema, I would find it insulting to me.
No, but let me put it to you. Malcolm X says the modern house nigger loves his master, prepared to pay 3 times for this house just to stay next to a white master. Biko says house Negroes as a 9 white blacks who seek to be white, blacks who fight against disruption of white supremacy. That's what Biko says.
But if
Commissioner, I'm sorry, Acting Chief Justice. Please. Commissioner Malema, don't you think that it would be best, perhaps if there's a need to debate this at some other point, because here there's a difference of opinion. Whatever the case might be, as presently advised, if that is not an insult, that is clearly demeaning. And this is the position that is taken by the Acting Chief Justice. So, continuing with the debate has no virtue. It's not going to serve any purpose.
And they come to accept that, you see, with the information that you just shared, I now appreciate that the way I was viewing it is different. We always persuaded one another here, and we've had a lot of people saying, I concede, I buy into that argument. That's what I was trying to do. And I'm trying to say to acting CJ, when a person says house nigger, and I'm not a house nigger, why should I be bothered? There are a lot of people who say men are trash. I'm not trash, but I'm not going to call any press conference and say we're not going to be insulted here as men that were trash.
Commissioner Malema, let me interrupt you once again. I will allow you to put your final proposition to him, and whatever answers he gives, that should be the end of the matter.
My proposition is that a black African female engaging black African dominantly males and calling them house Negroes is not an insult. It is a criticism that is always accepted, especially in the academia and amongst Africans who criticize one another. Do you accept that?
No, I don't accept that, Commissioner Malema. I think it's very insulting.
The last point, it means Malcolm X and Biko have insulted us. The last point I want to raise is the issue on 2.5 years left. To be honest, acting CJ, what is it that you are going to do which you can't do now, which you have not done now? So you see what Judge Maya did when she came here. She said, when I came in, these are the commitments I've made. This is what I was able to deliver on. As an as a CJ, Deputy CJ, I came in, these are the powers I can execute, and this is what I've done. All I hear is what you are going to do, not what you have done. and you have been acting as well. I don't hear you say, this is what I've done, going forward, this is what I will do. Because the truth of the matter, acting CJ, is that, and you described it very nicely earlier, you said you are sitting with a CJ in the same office, calling people to come and be chairpersons of a commission, which clearly told me that there's a collective leadership between the CJ and the deputy CJ. So why would you want to leave the position of deputy CJ and become a CJ to do which you can't do as a deputy CJ in the next 2 years and a half?
Thank you, Commissioner Malema. Well, I don't know whether I should say unfortunately or fortunately, but I didn't serve for a long time as DCJ before I was asked to chair the commission. So for a long time, I've spent most of my time in the commission. So I have not had as much time as I would have had if I had not accepted appointment as chairperson of the commission to get involved in a lot of matters that I would otherwise have been involved in as DCJ. And of course, since I became acting CJ from July, everyone knows that I've been doing that while at the same time trying to finish the important work of the Commission. Thank you.